never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in London. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down. With extreme confidence.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. A couple of veterans. Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action. It's Wilson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Down inside the 40. The numbers for Williams a week ago, 13 carries, 56 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, I guarantee you at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Jacobs with a carry on first down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Give him 6 yards in the first down. The Raiders at 5-4 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Here's Jacobs. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to the running game with Jacobs. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
Now they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll look to set up his blockers. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a three-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. They'll drop to throw.
He'll look downfield for Waller.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now Wilson on first down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Open man downfield is Jeudy. He's got it.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Jerry Jeudy.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Broncos are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Lutz good on the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go.
They'll throw now on the final play.
And he'll look downfield for Waller.
And got his man complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. So we have reached past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Back to throw here. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 14-yard line.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He then scrambled for the first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. On first down, Wilson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Edmonds running out of the shotgun.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of...
We saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Throwing is Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. And that drive is doing pretty darn well. 3 previous times, converted on 3rd down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said, enough of that.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. 2nd and 9 now. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, and he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Adams.
And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year.
And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs.
And this will come out to the 25 as Handler elects not to return it.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Draw play, Edmonds. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They run it with Jacobs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 5-yard touchdown run. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. To throw again is Wilson. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 57 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. The 32-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's complete to Adams. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 30 yards there. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
So the Broncos coming out now.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Throwing again here, Wilson. He completes this to Sutton.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
One last shot for Wilson. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, for not really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing is done.
So for Las Vegas,
it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. Then they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they will finally